Here's why you use frost cloth instead of a plastic bag to protect your plants when it's cold and chilly in the early spring. We take a look at this bench. This is our ground cover bench. Last night, it was about -2, -3, around 3 in the morning. So these poor little plants, let's take a look. These poor little plants just came out of a greenhouse. They are not fully hardened off yet, so they needed to be covered. So what you can see here is we've used a frost cloth, which is a white fabric. Now this one's a little heavier. There's a couple of different grades, but we use the heavy one because we want something that's got some weight. It can sit on the plants. It's not going to hurt the plants, which is awesome. But when we do this, we also need to make sure that we've got enough, in our case, to wrap the bench, or in your case, if it's in the ground, that you can actually go beyond the plant itself because you need to weight the sides down, right? So you can't just lay it across the top and hope it works. You've got to weight the stuff down. So whether at home you're using rocks and bricks and buckets, here we actually flip to using these clips because it makes it a whole lot easier. So all we do when we put them into bed at night is that. When you're applying the frost cloth, make sure it goes all the way to the ground. Whether you're clipping it or putting bricks on it, what you want is to make sure it goes all the way to the ground and it's held down. So whether I'm putting a brick here, or in this case, because I've got some trays, I'm actually just going to tuck it underneath. So if you're doing this for your containers or your pots, that's the easy way. Now, again, I said we have a couple of different grades here at the Garden Center. This particular one, you can see how much thinner it is. So the thin one, I can use this outside, totally effective as a frost cloth, but I at least need to double it up. The purpose of this one, believe it or not, is to actually cover your vegetables, your potatoes, your cabbages, because this will protect them from the cabbage loopers and the potato beetles. So it'll actually prevent those two particular crops from getting damaged. Again, great frost cloth, it just needs to be doubled. The one that's on here is the thicker one. So when we take a peek at what we have available in store, that's our 1.5 ounce. We want to use the thick one when we're covering for frost because it gives us that much more protection. The thinner one is a 0.6 ounce. Now again, you can use this for frost cloth, make sure you double it up. When we take a peek at why we don't want to use plastic, and I've just set up a little sedum here with the plastic bag. One of the big reasons we don't want to use plastic is we take a look, the plastic's actually touching the leaves. Everywhere where it touches the leaves, the cold goes through the plastic. So it actually doesn't work as a frost cloth. It creates a great greenhouse, but if it touches the leaves, it's a problem. With the fabric, touching the leaf is not a problem. So again, super easy to do. If we know you've got a frost warning or it's going to get really cold, just make sure you cover your plants. You can do this between 7 and 10 at night, and we're going to take them off. It's right now about 8:30 in the morning. We're sort of sitting at 3, 4, 5 degrees. That's perfect. Off it comes for the day, and we're going to put it back on just in case we need it tonight. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.